guys, you ready to check out another super trick mini build from Jet Motors? This is our good friend Sean's 1999 Mark 7 Mini that we've done a few videos in the past, but if you haven't seen it, the weather was good, Sean brought it in, we changed the oil, we added this chrome trim up here, and we adjusted the suspension. And I thought, you know what? Let's do another video on this car and give you guys an update. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, you gotta check this thing out because it's over the top. It's absolutely nuts. There's a lot of trick things about this. I could spend all day on this car, but I think we should probably just go straight for dessert. You guys wanna see some of the candy? It's under the bonnet. Let's see what we've got here. So there's actually candy all over this car. The interior, the stereo, everything is just nuts. When you first, oh my gosh!
Whoa! He's got one of those big shiny things with a lot of tubes and curly coils coming out of it, with a red doohickey. Vin, he's got one of those fancy thingamajiggers.
Look at the thingamajigger.
That's the real deal. But it's not the car you drive. It's the driver who's driving the car that's doing the driving.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, look, here. So what we've got here, seriously, the actual thingamajigger is this Rotrex Supercharger down here. So this was an MPI Mini, still is, but we added the specialist components, Delta 400 with electronic fuel injection, and this Rotrex rotary screw Supercharger. It's belt driven, and it's hiding in here down underneath this alternator right here. One thing about that thing is it does make the most sexy noises, you guys. This thing is so dialed and so cool. It's so powerful. I actually took it to Mini Meet West in Colorado. I don't know what year that was. Maybe it was 2019, 2020. They're all blurring together. Sean said, he said, look, you got first place in the car show, but what's really makes him proud is that we got first place in the Autocross at 10,000 feet altitude. And that was before the Rotrex Supercharger. Now, he gives the credit to the driver. No, seriously, he gave the credit to the suspension. So what we did was we put, of course, the molten suspension cones in it, the high-lows, but we used the Bilstein B6 shocks. So we have Bilstein B6s in here, and we've got front and rear KAD sway bars. So the ride is a little bit, it reminds me of my modern GP in a way. It has a firm ride. It's kind of bouncy, but it's solid. When I did the Autocross, when I finally got it into second gear, I pinned it and I just kept it in second, and the car just stayed, it just tracked really well, and we won. We got first place. So this thing's insane. Come here, I want to show you something. Look at the interior. So already you guys got to see some of the B-roll at the beginning of this video and see how cool this interior was. These are called the Corbeau LG1 microfiber suede seats, but I did the black with gray, and the gray is no longer available. I've called Corbeau and said, you guys, please, please, please bring back the gray suede. And they said, well, let's see what we can do. Please, Corbeau, I hope you do. We used the Monte Carlo door panels, but this originally had these wood caps on the front and rear, and what we did was we covered them in a gray leather, and then Rich Clapp down there at Stereo King installed this insano stereo system. I don't even know all the stuff that he did, but I just know that it sounds incredible. It absolutely rocks. So it's got ICE, it's got suspension, it's got a supercharger, it's got, all the Coopers. When I say Coopers, so you remember we have my personal Mini was Count the Patties. This one is Count the Coopers. And I'm not exaggerating. I think this has more Coopers than my Patty has Patties. The Coopers on this thing are absolutely everywhere. And they're hidden too. I mean, he had literally has gone all out to see, he just loves getting creative, Sean does, trying to put all the Coopers on this thing. I mean, look at this. Look, there's one inside the Union Jack here. So the game is, you have to go along and count all the Coopers. Even the valve stems say Cooper. They're everywhere. Come here, look at the back. Cooper, 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 Cooper. I mean, you can go nuts. Back here, Cooper, Cooper. Cooper. I mean, they're everywhere. There's so many. You could spend an hour trying to count them all. And some are hidden. Come here. I'm going to show you one of the hidden ones. If you ever see this car at a show and you do play Count the Coopers and there's a prize to win at the end, here's the secret ones. They're hiding under here. They say Cooper, John Cooper on every rocker. So there's another 8 of them right there. They're on this valve cover cap. Anyway, Count the Coopers. He just added one today. He put one right here on top of this radiator cap. Isn't that cool? The car's been ceramic coated. It's got, like I said, a killer stereo system in it. The Motolita dish John Cooper steering wheel. These are 7x13 deep dish 3-piece style wheels. They're not actually 3-piece. They look like 3-piece wheels. They're not, but they're still cool looking. Hella H4 headlamps with LED bulbs. He's got LEDs everywhere in this thing. Again, I could go on forever. Oh, look at the grill buttons. He's even got Cooper grill buttons in there. 3 of them. I've never seen 3. I did it, but I'd never done 3 before. Anyway, I kind of want to take you guys for a ride in this car so you can hear this blower, which is insane. You guys want to go for a ride in a blown MPI John Cooper Mini? Come on, Keith. Let's go put some cameras on it. Can you do that, Keith?
Yes.
Okay, good boy. Come on, let's do it. Here we go. Okay. I love driving this car. Oh, look, I even get Sean's phone. Look, there is a push button start over here. You don't have to use the key, but you can still use the key if you want. So
We don't have any more of these in black.
that's fine. So I always notice something new about this car, and I forgot that we did this really cool back seat with a bit of a lip on it. It's so neat. He also counts that car cover as a Cooper. So if you see the car cover, that's one. Inside is the cover, that's another one. So anyway, pay attention to all the Coopers if you're playing the game. You hear that supercharger? Can you hear the whistle? Everything about this car is just about perfect. And I know you guys are all gonna be like, hey, I want you to build me one like that blue one you did for Sean. No problem. You want that? Sean spent some moolah. It's funny, you know, I get a call every day. I want to restore my Mini. I bought it because I thought it would be cheap and easy. Listen, building cars is not cheap, nor is it easy. Nothing about restoration is cheap. A lot of times you don't need to restore the car. It just needs to be addressed, let's say. So what I mean by that is the Jet Master kits. We built those so that it would be easy for you to upgrade your car and get it running and driving. You can do this, but be patient and be willing to spend some dough. That cup holder, it ended up costing $400. I know that sounds ridiculous, but by the time we counted the labor and the design work and the material and the 3D printing and everything that went into it, that cup holder was $400. Now, I don't ever plan on selling $400 cup holders, but I want to give you an example of where things can get a little screwball, and that one did. And you know, our goal is to build a really inexpensive, nice cup holder that fits in a classic Mini. That's just an example. You ready? Superchargers. This car is so damn fast. Good grief. And I love these brakes. I love these brakes. 4-piston alloy calipers on vented slotted rotors. Very confidence inspiring. Now the suspension in this car is so good, you guys. It's all about setup. We really worked hard on the geometry. What I mean by that is we spent forever on the caster, the camber, the toe, the front and rear toe and the camber. We spent a lot of time getting the suspension dialed because, again, what's the greatest thing about a classic Mini? How it handles, how it drives. So focus on the best thing about these cars, and that's its drivability. How fun can you have in a tiny car going really, really fast? I like that supercharger. It makes really good noises, and boy, does it pull this little car down the road. Yeah! Hot damn! Woo! That's good times. A bunch of cars, I come in on the binders, they're all like, ah! All right. Can you tell I like driving this thing? It's really comfortable. The driving position is fantastic. These seats, oh, look how they fit in the Mini. A seat that is, that really cradles you, yet fits in the Mini. You can still get in the back, and they're attractive. The headrest isn't up here. I love these Corbeau LG1 seats. I go through a lot of them. I keep a lot in stock because I've installed so many of these in so many Minis. They fit the Mini really well, but not without the jet seat brackets. Those are important. And you also have to modify the seat subframes. We use the Cobra seat subframes, and we modify them so that we can get them to fit in the Mini better. We cut 2 inches off the front and 2 inches off the back, and then you can see how they fit. Stock, the seat would be up here. It's awful. So we cut, weld, and then paint them, and then they fit. It's just another, working on Minis all the time, you find the things that work and the things that don't work. So that was your ride along in a supercharged, hot rodded, classic Mini. Did you guys like that? I sure did. I love this car. All right, if you guys haven't liked or subscribed, please do, because this is just one of the crazy builds that we've done. We have some coming that are literally going to blow your mind. I'm talking some really cool stuff. So you gotta subscribe because you don't wanna miss what's coming. It's out of sight, it's out of this world, and you've never seen any Mini builds like this. So good stuff's coming. We'll see you on the next one.